I know. I had that Vegas. He can go anywhere. Let me get this going too.
That's a good place. It's right by the state line.
I lived in Vancouver. That's Howard. Yeah. All right. We'll wait till he shows up. We'll get set. Oh, how we're done. Yeah. We're just finishing. Yeah. Did you set your clock? No, we'll just ask him that.
Oh,
We'll see what he says. Let's see what confuse him. He just retired. He might be all messed up.
I don't think you can
No, he's not rattled. No, that's true. He's a pretty calm guy, right? Yeah. He just retired. He's like 70 in a few months.
young.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen. Yeah, it's like he has in the ceiling heat. And how much money that's gonna be?
In the ceiling heat?
You ever heard of that? Yeah, it's like wires in the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's really expensive.
It's not real efficient.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Heat, right?
Yeah. So there he is. Oh. Oh, yeah. All right, let's warm up. If it wasn't so windy, we'd be in the sun, but I think it's kind of windy. Mark, dressed appropriately today. Well, you stuck it out. That's amazing. And you didn't even show how cold you were. Okay. So if you're watching later in the video, sometimes the video okay, so make sure, so Mark and I had a classmate named James, and he would just turn his wrist, okay? So just make sure you turn the whole arm. Okay, and just nice and easy. You don't need to strain your arm out of your shoulder joint. Just open up the rib cage, push down on the back heel, push down on the front leg. Okay, let's come on up. So let's see, we can inhale and then exhale out. Let's just warm up a little bit. Now, if you get the clicking in your arm, just move your hip more, right? So make the movement come more from the hip as opposed to trying to crank your arm out of the shoulder joint. Okay. And we'll do a couple of our body weight drops too. Okay, let's do this. This one. Okay, watch the shoulder. Shoulder blade down and back. 1, 2. 1, 2. Open the hand. So the hand could be like a chop. 1, 2. Keep an eye out. Turn the hip joint. It'd be nice if it wasn't for the wind. The wind's at 10. I really don't like daylight savings time. I wish we could just stick to standard. They need an act of Congress. But the bill was to always be on daylight saving time, not to go back to, not to be on. We don't need an act of Congress to stay on standard. You could, yeah, you can always opt out of. Yeah, some states just opt out of daylight saving time, or even some towns in some states. There's some town in Arizona, like the rest of Arizona is on daylight saving time, and there's one town isn't. We are. I forgot. I totally forgot this was daylight savings. Yeah, well, until I start a little later, because I usually like to take a week off during the transition. But that's all right. Okay, let's get here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change it to this one. Okay, so just for you guys who know the young stuff, this is like clown hands, right? Because that's the angle, but then we add a cut into it. Cloud hands, drop, cut. Cloud hands, drop, cut. Okay, so you can just make it nice and easy. And I was going to show you something for our push hands to begin our push hand sensitivity training. I'm like such a bad teacher because you guys have been with me, but I don't know how long, and I haven't been able to teach you. On. So nice and long and straight, and then out. You get it on the daily basis. That's that guy, Matt, what's his name? Matt Perry guy? What's his name? That guy who, he sent me that he wanted to come to class. And I said, I said, you got to be vaccinated, you got to be boosted, sorry. He goes, well, blah, blah. And I said, and he goes, why do you have to do that? Blah, 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 blah. The governor's going to do this and this. And I said, basically I said, it's because my wife wanted me to. Right? And then that's the only answer I gave. I said, it's as simple as that. It's my class, I know. God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to warm up, move the hip. Okay. All right, let's do the chop, and we'll do some movement too. Okay, so one leg is the root, right? When we drop, you drop straight down the body, not on the foot. So you don't need to even step out very long. If you step out long, it kind of forces you to almost fall on your foot, right? So just take a nice moderate step out. Oh, there he is. Oh, how you haven't met Nelson? You better meet him soon because he's moving. We have the short sticks. I was gonna bring my long one too, just for Nelson. But we'll do some stuff. Ted was gonna come, he said, but it's harder for him. He lives in Mount Vernon, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I had that guy, I don't know if you guys remember this guy. I can picture him. Not that guy. Gene. You remember he was like an ex-military guy and yeah. He had like all kinds of kung fu and he did Dog Brothers stuff. He had a messed up shoulder too, but he was like this. I think he did a couple of tours of Nam or something like that. But he was like really on the trigger. You couldn't like really. Oh, I bet, yeah. Okay, make sure you drop it straight down the middle. The arm is nice and straight. So remember, we practiced on the other day. So you find your center line. So you drop the arm right down the center line. Okay, so find your center line. This technique is probably not a good if I'm not a good technique, like I'm not gonna come to Garrett and kind of do this, right? What this is good is for if you can quarter him and take him off. But I wouldn't like. Yeah. All right. And we're gonna do the George Shoe modification next. Okay, so the George Shoe modification is more of like a way to relax into this. I think we've done it before. I'll just get a little closer to the camera. So, you know, if you can always watch the class again on YouTube. There's no guarantee that the video works. So, like Thursday's class, like I'm sideways. The camera didn't adjust to be a landscape. And so if you watch it on YouTube, everybody's like this. So, okay, so here's the George Shoe modification. And just look at it as a way just to kind of just learn to just drop. It's just that. Okay. And I'm not dropping on one leg. I'm just trying to drop the center and just trying to relax it. Just feel the weight of the arm. Maybe I should have had you done this first. This one just comes up here. And when you come up, use your legs to come up, right? And don't float up. It's like you come down and you press up. You guys haven't met George Shoe. Mark has met George Shoe. He's kind of a character, isn't he, Mark? He is. He's really unique. Come this out to try the other way. So this kind of idea is try to get that type of, your arm's like a sledgehammer kind of, and you just, right, and you just let the sledgehammer do the work. Just nice and relaxed. And have the other hand go up this way so you have a balance. We do a lot more of this dropping stuff. There's other stuff to do. Again, down the center line, so I'm not chopping out the side out of my body. I chop down my center line. Try not to lean into it, just straight up and down. So you work the hip joint, and you just kind of, it's like you lift and relax. Lift a heavy rock, drop it, up. All right. Okay, let's do this one. This one's from the Chen style. So, well, we can warm it up first if you like. There's another George Shoe thing. And then we'll do the one from the Chen style. So it's just a drop. Okay, one thing to be careful about if, yeah, very good, Mark, Sifu, very good, Sifu, Mark. Just he's nice and straight, so we're not gonna hunch over. Just drop the body weight, you don't need to go deep. No. Okay, so this, we'll do the next one. This is kind of like out of the Chen fist. Okay, so we'll just start easy, and it's also in the Xingyi. Just one, okay? And you can just start easy, just figure out, just find if you have any tension, see if you can just let it out, right? So I don't want to pull up with tension. I want to just kind of up, move, make the movement, and drop it. You can just go 1, 2. So notice, well, maybe I should have you do the belts now so you can see what I mean. Let me show you with the belt. We may not need the belt right now, but okay. You can either have a belt or a rope or whatever, I don't know. But the striking, I guess, in this system, and I think boxers do the same. Okay, so when you strike somebody, you're not gonna go and hold on, right? So sometimes using the belt is a kind of a good way to do, because you can just go, just snap it and relax it. Snap it and relax it. Right, and they have these little type of, they're kind of like they're like a Shuai Jiao exercise. So here's the trip, The guy holds you in his and you snap it. But you can just take the belt and just learn how to just kind of tense, relax, tense, relax. So when we do the chin punch, tense, relax. Right. So this one is like when you want to hit the guy, you want to have something hard hit him, but then you want to let go so you can move around. So we'll get to the point where we have the belt, and we can give that a try. So that was the purpose of getting the belt. So let's just try again. So just you can just go slow, just kind of 1, 2, 3. So you still use the heaviness of the weight, right? So, you know, in our analogy of using the axe to do the work, so your hand could be the hard axe head, but then when you after you cut them, just relax. Like you don't have to, you know, go, you know, whatever, right? 1, 2, 3, and you drop through the body, so you don't drop through the arms. 1, 2. Okay, so here's just facing forward. You can even change the stance, more narrow. Okay, and you could just change it this way, right? Just one side. Okay, so you want to take like a kind of a 3/4 as opposed to this one, so just a little bit different. Then you could just relax it. You could just start to just make it relaxed and heavy. Okay, so we just take it, you could just take it from basic, just learn to make that relaxed circle, okay? So you just have a natural, as opposed to like going like this, right? Just a nice relax. All right, so we're not lifting up the shoulders. Then you could practice like having a destination for your strike. In a sense, like maybe something's right here you want to break. So you can just learn to find that destination, right? We're not going to have the intensity yet, so just learn to find the destination. So first time could be really relaxed. If you like, just really relax. Just get that nice smooth circle, then have the destination. Okay, smooth circle, smooth circle, smooth circle, destination. Okay, so then you can have these go step 1, relax, step 2, step 1, relax, step 2, destination for the strike. Okay, okay, step 3 is our giving it to him. Boom. And you keep, and after you give it to him, you can have this smooth circle again. Okay, when I give it to him, I want everything to be settled. I don't want to like give it to him and not be settled, right? So I want to say, give it to him, I'm not settled, right? So I need to be settled. And being settled is like almost like a, I don't know, millisecond before you actually hit him, right? Because if you hit him and you're not settled, it doesn't work. So I'm not going to really hit Garrett very hard. Okay. If I'm not settled, and I like go, see, I'm not settled, right? So I'm going to hit him, and he's going to be settled when I hit him. So he's settled, but I'm not going to be settled. And he can just take me out because I've hit him not settled, and then he can find that point before I can settle. So let's say I hit him, I'm not settled, and I'm not settled yet. He go in that. See, I'm not settled. The moment I hit, I have to. So when I go for him, I have to be settled, and then yeah, thank you. So then when I go for him, I have to be settled. So if he comes, and I miss him, then I'm more stable. Right? So he comes really fast. I can get out of there really fast. But if I'm not settled, I can't get out. I might fall out of there. Right. So when you, not that you hit things. Okay. So so we can just go from the beginning, just find a relaxed circle. So keep the nice. This part is important because then this way you can get the natural movement, right? The natural movement of, as opposed to some made up movement, right? You know what I'm saying? Just the natural movement of the arm. Then you have 1 foot forward. We're gonna be, and okay, so now you can add, give it to him a little bit. You can get the natural movement, the place, and then the give. Okay, when you give, relax. Okay, let's switch foot forward. You know what's coming next, right? But we'll just practice this. Because one side is gonna be better than the other. Usually, that's how it is on me. Do it for the camera. You can hit different parts, you know, you have different strike sounds, but you still have to be settled. Doesn't have to always be down, it could be up. Okay, so let's add a little footwork. We use the Master Chen footwork, but some people call it like on the spot. Like you just switch spots, you're just on the spot. Okay, so we just go slow. We'll start easy, just do the circle. Come back, close it, come out. Come back, close it, come out, come back, close it, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so work on just letting the body weight sink in. Then you can place it. You could place it at the face or, you know, whatever, the chest, the nose. Have the other one ready too. Okay, let's try giving it then. So you're moving to settle the weight on the movement. Okay. And then you have your Jack Dempsey follow step, if you like. The interesting thing with this hand, this can be, you know, so the backhand could be like, I guess you can't, the backhand could be like this, right? The backhand could be some kind of protection too. So you have like, he's coming, I can have this hand come into whatever, I don't know. Yeah, that one. That's usually the best. You want to be on the outside. That's usually the best. I'll be very fast if you're on the inside. The whole thing with the inside is it requires you to do too many other techniques that you have to really practice. All right. Okay, let's just put your fist up. Let's say I'm on the inside. Right. This is like so hard, and I know people do it on the inside. So this is really difficult. And I have to like, shit, this doesn't work. I better do something else, right? Unless I have to, really bad. Oh, the first one? Yeah, I really have to hurt it bad. But no, some guys have really big, thick arms, or they don't inure to pain. I think Garrett wouldn't mind. It'd be like a little massage. The inside is just too hard because it requires. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. So the inside is just so hard to do. I mean, you could do it, and people do it. And they have like techniques for it. If you can get it, yeah. Yeah, you got to get it. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, Mark, you could like do it like some online secret Ditma course. Sifu Mark and the Death Touch. Okay, so let's just try. Okay, so let's just try 1, come back, and we'll work on the footwork. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Okay, so remember, the body weight is the heavy part. The arm is just like a little bit of an extension of body weight. Use your hip. Turn your hip. This is a modification. This is a further refinement of my dragging hip theory. Okay, make sure the footwork is light. Right? Just because you can hit stable, that's sometimes very good. You got to be able to move. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's add horse just for fun. This is just more about our agility than our hitting. So you can do horse once. Let me see how we're going to do. One, step, turn, horse, step in, turn, horse, step in, turn, 180 degrees, step in, horse, step in, turn, one, horse, step in, turn, two, one, two. Let's go slow. Okay, when we learn a new movement, important thing is body integration. So just take your time. Step in, heavy, and then wrap. So when I do the turn, feel the wrap. So here I've done this. So I want to come in. So I want to practice my whole body movement. So I want to feel my back wrap into the horse and come in. And when I hit him, I don't want to hit him with the front of the body. Think of you using the back. Okay. So good. So I'll just show Garrett. I'm not going to, again, I will not be hitting Garrett. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to do this one, right? So I don't want to like, he's just going to resist. I'm going to push down only. So I don't want to use my front muscles, right? So you can think of like hitting from the front. So you can just relax down the back and just see that? It's just the weight of my arm and using my back muscles as opposed to thinking only my arm. See, because you're really, sometimes you're excited, you're excited, and you're just going to use your arm, and it's kind of hard, but doesn't have any weight on it. But if you can just use your back muscles and get into your legs, you get more of your body weight into it. I don't know, try it on the not me, on the bobs at home. The other bob, the body opponent back. So this is 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, turn. And you can add a little bit of force with the footwork. 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, turn. 1, turn. 1, turn, turn. 1, turn, turn. 1, turn, turn. 1, turn. You don't get it? Howard? Are you okay, Howard?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, we'll have to start the other way. Yeah, you can start the other direction. Very good, Nelson. Nelson, when you move, are you moving then? You moving? You got that house? Huh? Wow. Oh God. Wow. Well, that's what we did. We bought a house almost a year before we moved into it. Here. Yeah, we bought it in December, and then we didn't move into the following December. That's because who's the boss in my family? Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I did not want to move from Portland. I had everything. I had my classes. I had a big student clientele, and then I don't want to move. And my law firm was kind of okay because I was kind of part-time there, and I was like really, very chill. And everyone said, "Oh, we're going to move. It's really great. If you look at these houses, And I said, okay, honey, okay. And then, but funny thing, later on, she told me that she had given up before I said, okay. And they said, oh, okay, yeah, let's go. Oh, right. Oh, sure. Yeah, I know, your building's huge. I know. I mean, I go by your house, your former house all the time. Okay, very nice. It's gonna be good. Okay, let's just try this. We're gonna try this one just because it's easy. Just do the horse. One, and you can just do the chop. So there's another way to do the drop, just the chop. And you can do the horse. And this way you can, this one's easier to alternate. And you step in and chop. Okay. One, just go slow. 2, 3, chop. 1, 2, 3. And you can do the low chop. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's cold. I figured you warm you guys up. I gotta make sure. I wanted to make sure we try this little push hands idea I had. Okay. Okay. So when I do the low chop, it's the same concept. I want you guys to think about this. One. If I do the cross chop, it's easy to do in the cross. You just sink. You just sink. Okay. 1, sink. And you sink in the hip, not the knee, or the glute or whatever. Right? And always you don't need to make your knee overextended. You just 1, drop the body weight. 2, so, and this one it kind of makes sense because this is the forward hand. This is the hand he's seeing. You want to give him the back hand, the hand he can't see. That's the neck hand. 1, that's the neck hand. Right? 1. Or you can also do, so that's kind of the thing with all of this. Is like, he sees this hand. He doesn't know exactly what this hand's going to do yet, right? So it's kind of like I think that's theory of it all. All right, so you see this hand, and then boom, that's the Master Chen. Master Chen did that to me. So what's this for? And it really hurt you. He didn't hit me really hard. He's like, because you hit these really thick fingers. He's like my height, Mark's height, but he has like hands thicker than Garrett. That is really big hands for his height. Okay. 1, 2. So you can go 1 and drop. So it's not 1, stick your arm out and throw your arm out. It's just 1, just drop it. 2, just drop it. 3, just drop it. 4, just drop it. 5. All right. I was going to try this other idea. Okay, so let's just try this little bit of push hands idea. Okay, so this is not technically within the push hands methodology, I would say. I see through Mark to help me. And we're going to do this in a very contrived, super unrealistic way. Because like I said, no one's going to come up to you like this, right? Okay, so we're going to just give it a try. So he's going to do a nice slow chop just on the head. Right, so that's what he's going to do, right? So here's the karate way, do the chop, boom, right? That's the karate way, right? So this is just to practice what it would be like to meet him and let it go and stay, right? Just try to get, and you can just do it in contact. He comes down, that's it. Okay, so it comes down, so we can just do it from beginning. So you can do it this way. Okay, kindergarten, this is what Joe shoot, kindergarten, right? Kindergarten, that's what he would say. Okay, no more kindergarten. Maybe you go 5th grade. So 5th grade might be, a little kind of soft. Okay. What we want to try to do is like he comes in and always not have any contact, but he doesn't feel anything, but I'm still there. Right. So push hands is like this usually. We just do push hands is like this. Okay. Well, that's not going to happen in some fighting thing. He's not doing it with me. Come on. Okay. But you know, so if he's fighting, it's kind of, you want to kind of go like that, right? If he's pushing, if you can get in, you can, and then he comes like you can follow him. This is all theoretical, right? But the idea is like, if he comes, I want to not fight him, right? And so it's really hard for guys usually because what they want to do, they want like, I want to win. No, you can't win. So we could change that mentality. Like he comes, I follow, or I stay with him, right? Or if he chops, I don't block him. If he chops again, see, I'm still with him. Yeah, theoretically, I do win. So you guys can practice that with each other. Okay, and it could be anything. It could be a chop, it could be a punch, but just get the idea of follow through without fighting. That makes sense? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll chop you, I guess. Which hand would you like to be chopped on? We'll try my left because my left is lame. Yeah, that's good. And then make sure you went, yeah, very good. Right, so, okay, now we can try speeding it up a little bit. We'll go gradually in the speed. Okay, so if you get comfortable with that, you can try speeding it up a little bit. I'll do it with the right hand, it's easier for me. So I'll just kind of half speed it up. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. Right, and make sure you stay in contact. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, yeah. All right.
I can remember doing this.
Oh yeah. Okay. So now I'll speed it up maybe another quarter or something. I don't know. It's hard, you know. It's not a dial. It's a little bit blocky, but you know, it's a little bit. Yeah. Good. And I'm going to aim for the head. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. Now
I prefer
going to the side, right? Yeah.
the double
The double is good, right? Right.
for me.
Yeah. No, but it's just to train the skill. All right. So let's try maybe punch. We'll go slow just to see how we would do that. Yeah. Okay. Make sure you have contact. Okay. So I'll try punch and pull back. You have to stay following. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just come over here in the light. Don't stand out there in the P spot. Come on. Get away from that. Oh, is that? Oh, how about that? It must have been break time. Okay, all right. So just the very beginning one is like, so beginners is block. Let's do blocks. Let's do beginners is block, right? And then let's go maybe third grade. So not so much blocking, but maybe just soft, yeah, something like that. But there's still a little bit of, I still have a little contact, a little bit of impact. So the idea is just to smooth it out. Right, so Mark's already like in high school, first year college, whatever. Right, so the whole idea is like he stays with me even when I do the attack. So it's just to train that skill as opposed to, and we train it gradually because, you know, in this situation, you know, whatever. So you can't expect to be like, and then we can try with the punch. Make sure you aim at the guy, right? You can do the punch the first way, like kindergarten, right? And then you can do next grade. Yeah, oh, there's that one, yeah, right? Yeah, whatever. Or you can do the next grade up, right? And then you can learn to speed it up. And then you can, once you get used to it, then you can do, see? Now I'm going to pull back. He's going to try to stay with it.